Hello everyone, I'm Ernie and I'm so glad you're here with us today. Today we have a new project, and what this project entails is making our own Cupel. I'm getting ready to head out into the hills of northern Nevada and to pick up some ore. I'm going to crush some up, and I want to try something different because I normally use a Maybor Cupel that I buy from Amazon, and but what I've learned and what I've heard is that bone ash Cupels work much better. Let's get to it and find out how we'll do in making a bone ash Cupel. Here are our Cupels, or the Cupels that I've been getting from Amazon. They work really good. They're Maybor Cupels. This is a size 8. It's 1 3/4 inches wide, and the depth is 1 inch. I think it's 1.5 inch. And what a Cupel does is when you have your lead prill and you're going to get the gold or the silver out of the lead prill, you use a Cupel. And I make a little furnace out of some kale wool, and I use 2 propane torches to heat the Cupel up. But what happens, you can see here's the brand new one, and this is what they look like when you purchase them brand new. When you use when you use it, this is what it looks like. There's a fly flying around. Spring is here, and pretty soon we're going to have all kinds of bugs flying around here, because just maybe about 100 yards from me is the Carson River, and there's all kinds of bugs that will be flying around pretty soon, and I am not looking forward to that. But anyhow, here's our Cupel that I've been using. And like I said, it's a number 8. It's 1 3/4 inches wide and 1.5 inches in depth. And when you heat it up and the lead prill melts, and when it oxidizes, the Cupel absorbs the oxidation, and when the process is through, all the lead is absorbed into the Cupel, and what's left is a bead of gold or silver, or in this case a lot from northern Nevada up by Virginia City. That's a lot of gold and silver together. And so let's get to it, and I'm looking forward to how we're going to do this project. What we're going to use today to make our bone ash Cupel, I have 2 pounds of bone ash powder. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to get a bucket and I will pour some of this in it, and we will mix it with water, and we will form a Cupel. And how we will do that, I am going to take this 2-inch PVC pipe, and I will cut it down 1.5 inches, and I will make my molds out of a 2-inch pipe. And to make this cup, I will use this pestle into the mold, and it will make the cup, so when we go to use the Cupel, it will rest inside the cup. And basically that's it. So the only other tools I have is a measuring tape, a marking device made by Milwaukee. These work really good. And I will use, to cut the PVC pipe, I will use this angle grinder, which works really good. And basically that's it. Okay, we're going to get started. We have our 2-inch PVC pipe in the vise. I got my measuring tape, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to make several marks of 1.5 inches on the PVC pipe, and then I will cut it. And the reason why I'm making several marks is because I want to do my best and make a straight cut. So I'm figuring if I can make my marks perfect, then when I go to cut it, my Cupel mold will be just the way I want it. Okay, now that we got our marks made right here, I am going to take my angle grinder and we're going to cut this up, and let's get to it. As you can see, I'm a little off on my cut, so we'll just have to make the adjustments and maybe we can just grind it out once we're done cutting them all up. All right, and there we have our first mold. It's not perfect as you can see this, but what I can do once I get done with this, I can get my angle grinder out and grind it pretty level. And so anyway, let's get to the next one. Actually, on this one I'm going to measure out 2 at a time, so it'll be 1.5 inch and 3 inches. Okay, we got a couple more. They're really crooked, but I will grind them down. I have 2 types of tools. On this side here we got a regular grinder head on it, and I'm not going to try this one first. The one I am going to try first is this one here, is a flap disc, and you can see what it looks like. And I'm going to try this because it'll smooth out the edges and the top really well. I think I can control the grind as I try to level out our molds. So let's give this a try. I think what I need to do is try to get it into this vise as level as I can. And let's plug this in and get the grinder going. Let me show you what it did. So it's really good. It worked out really well. Let's take a look at this side. This side is really bad. There, it's not too bad. I think we got a finished product that we could use. You can see what it looks like. I mean, it's not perfect. This side is a little better, but you know, for me, it's gonna work just fine. All right, we have our 9 Cupel molds made out of 2-inch PVC pipe. I got them pretty straight. Actually, the very first one that wasn't too straight, I did rework on that one and got it pretty straight, but we got these pretty straight, and I'm pleased with what we have. Once again, we are making our homemade Cupels with some bone ash and Can't wait to finish it and try it out. I've been waiting for this for a very long time. All right, we are back and we are getting ready to mix up our bone ash with some warm water, and we're going to make our Cupel. I'm not going to use the whole 2 pounds. I'm just going to do several of these. I just want to see how this works out before I happen to do more than I really need. But it's going to be a nice process. I'm really looking forward to this. And I poured out, looks like about 1.5 cups. I got 2 cups of water, maybe 2 cups. I'm going to mix a little bit of water in here. And I'm going to begin to mix it together. Looks like I'm going to need to add more bone ash in here. It's nice and sticky the way it's supposed to be. And what I got right here in this bowl here is just a little bit of vegetable oil, because what I want to do as I get this mold, I want to put just a light coat of vegetable oil in it, so when I go to get the Cupel out of here, I'm assuming and hoping that it will slide right out. And actually it's going to work perfect, because that's exactly what's happening right now. It's sliding out the way it's supposed to. It's a little bit of a messy job here, but I think it's going to work just fine. And you can see how our pestle is working. It's making the Cupel just the way it's supposed to. What is happening right now, that the Cupel is sticking to my hand, and so what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave it on the table like this, because the table will be able to give it a flat bottom. There. I think that's going to work just fine. I don't know if you guys can see it. I just don't want this to come off, and actually it is going to come off, so I'm just going to go ahead and leave it there. So you get the gist of this project here. I'm going to add a little more water into here, but you can see that my Cupel is coming out halfway decent. I'm looking forward to using it. I got another episode coming up, and when I do that episode and when I Cupel the material, I'm going to use this Cupel right here. All right, we're back, and we are finished with our Cupels. I apologize that they don't look very well. I had to rush the process some. It's getting very late, and so they were wet when I took them out of the mold, and I had to reshape them. But the nice thing is that these Cupels are going to work just fine when I use them. And so this is how we make our do-it-yourself homemade bone ash Cupels. I appreciate you being here, and if you like this episode, please smash that like button. Please Please share this episode if you think others would enjoy on learning how to make a do-it-yourself bone ash cupel. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please subscribe to our channel so you can see all of our upcoming episodes that will be here shortly. And so it's been a great pleasure for me to be with you, and I appreciate all the comments that I've been receiving. I love communicating with you. It's been my pleasure. I thank you for being here, and we'll see you on the next one.